Do you believe that you have what it takes to be a Disney Channel star? Most people think that they just need to be a good actor to make the cut, but you need to do way more than that to catch the eyes of the Disney executives. Want to know if you fit the requirements? Keep watching until the end to see if what superficial trait Disney requires of their talent. Before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fun stuff. Now, here are 10 strange requirements to be a Disney Channel star. They have to sing. The Disney Channel stars are not only great actors, they seem to all be able to sing too. Raven-Symoné sang the theme song for That's So Raven back in 2003, and Disney recently used her vocals again for the spin-off Raven's Home. Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and Demi Lovato are some of today's biggest female pop stars, and their music has been dominating the iTunes charts. Even Dove Cameron played the leading mean girl, Amber Von Tussle, in NBC's Hairspray Live, and the list of Disney stars who can sing goes on. It almost seems like you're required to sing if you want to get a role on the Disney Channel. If the big bosses at Disney had it their way, we're almost certain that everyone would go on tour like Miley Cyrus did for the Hannah Montana Best of Both Worlds concert. A star who can sell out concerts nationwide and have a best-selling album is a star who could make Disney more money. Miley even appeared on the big screen in a 3D concert film of her tour, and the movie brought in a whopping $29 million in its debut weekend. Now, here's a fun Disney fact. Did you know that Zac Efron lip-synced for most of the first High School Musical movie? He couldn't hit the high note, so Disney used actor Drew Seeley for most of Troy's singing. We had no idea. They have to dance. Disney Channel stars also all seem to be great dancers. On the TV series Shake It Up, Bella Thorne and Zendaya played two background dancers. But according to Bella, when she auditioned for the show, she told the producers that she can't dance. They apparently thought that that was a joke because they still cast her as Cece in the end. It was hard for her to keep up in the beginning, but she worked really hard at it and even took dance classes every day for 6 months. But dancing was definitely not something new for Bella's co-star, Zendaya. She started dancing in a hip-hop dance troupe when she was just 8 years old. Zendaya was even one of the youngest contestants to ever compete on Dancing with the Stars. At only 16 years old, this Disney Channel star was amazing on the show and came in second place. Bella and Zendaya may have been cast on a show that centered around dancing, but they're not the only ones with the moves. The Descendants cast was put through rigorous dance training before filming both of their movies. Director Kenny Ortega, who worked on High School Musical, even searched for background dancers that he thought would be good mentors for the actors. Fans of the franchise freaked out when Dove Cameron and the crew appeared on Dancing with the Stars for a Descendants 2 performance. Their dance moves were totally on point. They have to wear a purity ring. The Disney stars of 2008 were largely considered as part of the Disney Channel's golden era. The Jonas Brothers, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and Demi Lovato were all treated like teen royalty. They may have all starred on different Disney TV shows, but they seem to have more in common than we think. All of these megastars wore purity rings during their time on the Disney Channel. Since they were all wearing one, everyone thought that maybe Disney was forcing the rings on them. A purity ring is the ultimate sign of innocence, and is a promise to God that you'll remain pure until marriage. Were all of these Disney Channel stars super religious, or was it all just a huge PR stunt? According to Nick Jonas, him and his brothers grew up in an extremely religious household. His dad was a pastor, and everyone at church looked up to them because of that. There was an enormous amount of pressure on them to be the perfect family. So when someone demanded that all the kids in the church youth group wore a purity ring, Nick, Joe, and Kevin complied. But Nick admits that they didn't have a full understanding of what they were committing to. We can only guess that Miley, Demi, and Selena felt the same way because none of them wear their rings anymore. So that trend is definitely over. They have to work like adults. When Karan Brar landed his first major role on the Disney Channel show Jessie, he didn't realize how much prep went into being a Disney star. Now that he's working on his second series, Bunk, Karan admits that he had to grow up really fast because of Disney. You need to be on set on time. You need to memorize lots of lines, and you need to work around the production schedule. Miley Cyrus even told Harper's Bazaar that she was an adult when she was supposed to be a kid. She admits that she had to ask the Hannah Montana producers to put sunlamps on set because the lack of vitamin D was causing her to feel depressed. Being a Disney Channel star was very demanding, and after her series wrapped, Miley's only wish was to buy her own house and just chill, which she did do. Even Demi Lovato has said that her time on the Disney Channel was like going to Disney High, but everyone was filming TV shows, and they were all overworked. She jokes that she feels like she has PTSD from the experience because she now rebels whenever her schedule gets too busy. We all know that their careers are all thanks to Disney, but it just sucks that they never got to act like kids. They have to move to California. This next requirement is not that strange, but is rather integral to the career of a Disney star. It's no secret that most of the TV series produced by the Disney Channel are filmed in California. For this reason, all of the actors that they cast must move to LA while filming. It's a big deal to pack up your bags and move somewhere new, but luckily, these Disney stars usually have the support of their family. Kevin Quinn, who plays Xander on Bunked, recently moved with his entire family from Chicago to LA. He definitely has the most supportive parents ever. Superstar Zendaya was born in California, but moving to LA was still hard on her. Although she seemed to be living the dream on the Disney Channel, she had no friends in LA. The only people that she knew were from set. LA is also a completely different world from her hometown, and it took her a while to find friends in the city that weren't fake. Disney besties Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato reportedly moved to LA from Texas with their moms around the same time. Selena had just been cast in Wizards of Waverly Place, so she had to relocate. Demi didn't have a Disney role yet, but decided to make the move so that she could continue to audition. So if you have dreams about making it big, you should probably consider moving to California. They have to be good role models. We all know that Disney likes their stars to upkeep a good girl/good boy image, but it seems hard for most of them to keep up that picture-perfect lifestyle. Miley Cyrus had a wild bangers phase after Hannah Montana was over. Demi Lovato punched a backup dancer and was sent to rehab, and even the innocent Vanessa Hudgens was caught in a photo scandal back in the day. But according to Disney starlet Zendaya, these things happen not because these stars are rebelling, but rather because they're just growing up. It's hard to be forced into being a role model when you never wanted to be one in the first place. It's even harder when your life is under a magnifying glass for the world to see. Even the higher-ups at Disney are trying to help their talent avoid scandal by now offering life skill and social media courses. They hope that this will help their stars navigate more easily through the rough world of fame. Jake Paul was the latest Disney star to succumb to scandal after his neighbors reported that he was creating chaos in the neighborhood. Jake and Disney mutually decided that it was time for him to move on from Bizaardvark. Jake insists that he wanted to leave, but we can't help but feel like he was probably let go for being a bad role model. He wasn't really that kid-friendly. Their parents have unconventional jobs. The majority of Disney Channel stars have parents who are in the arts or work a job that is not the norm. Take Rowan Blanchard, for example. This Girl Meets World star's parents are both yoga instructors and are why she's also okay with trying again after failing. Her parents are probably also the ones responsible for her being the greatest young feminist of her generation. Even Dove Cameron's parents don't have regular jobs. Her mom is a poet and her dad is a pianist. Studies actually show children learn to be creative from their parents, so Dove definitely learns from the best. Probably the greatest example of a Disney star who learned the most from their parents' unconventional job is Miley Cyrus. Her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, was a country singer, songwriter, and actor way before Miley joined the Disney family. Disney even decided to cast Billy Ray as Miley's dad in Hannah Montana. Not only did Miley grow up watching her dad be creative, but she was also able to be creative with him on set. It takes a lot of work to get a job on the Disney Channel, so it definitely helps if your parents already understand the artist's life. They can't have a deep voice. Bella Thorne has always been one of the Disney Channel's more outspoken stars. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, Bella spoke candidly about how messed up the world of child stardom is. She admits that she couldn't really be herself while on the hit TV show Shake It Up. Bella has a deeper voice than what she used while playing Cece, but the Disney executives thought that a higher voice would be more appealing for the show's audience. She would even talk with a higher voice in interviews because it was all part of her innocent Disney persona. Hilary Duff, Dove Cameron, and Vanessa Hudgens all used higher-pitched voices in their respective Disney shows and movies, but it seems that their voices have fallen into a natural range now that they're done with the channel. It must have been really hard for them to constantly remember to talk in a higher pitch. Bella even admits that she was just a puppet for Disney to play with and that she just did what they wanted so that they wouldn't fire her. We don't even think that Bella's voice was ever too deep to begin with. They need to be feminist. The days of Disney princesses needing to be saved by Prince Charming are over. It seems that one of the latest requirements to be a Disney Channel star is that they need to be in support of feminism. Girl Meets World star Rowan Blanchard was not just another pretty face on the Disney Channel. She is well known for using her platform to fight for the rights of others, and she is probably one of her generation's biggest advocates for feminism. Rowan even stopped speaking to the actor who played Riley's uncle on the show after he liked a post on Instagram that said society doesn't need feminism. And Rowan is not the only feminist on the Disney Channel. The Lodge star, Sophie Simnett, can't believe that gender equality is still not inherent. She's happy to play a strong female lead on her series because she's aware that it's important for little girls to have a good role model to look up to on TV. Actress Kristen Bell was even featured on an episode of Liv and Maddie in which they tackled issues addressing women's roles. It dealt with the fact that women are always asked silly questions on the red carpet and aimed to change the conversation about women. And if you're wondering what being a feminist means to Zendaya, she sums it up as a person who believes in the power of women just as much as they believe in the power of anyone else. Beautifully said, Z. They're beautiful. If you're a huge fan of the Disney Channel, you definitely notice that all of the stars are impossibly beautiful. Don't beat yourself up over it though. They have an unfair advantage over us normal human beings. There are glam squads on set who will literally touch up their hair and makeup between every take. It's no wonder that they don't look like the average teen going through puberty. Dove Cameron is probably one of the most gorgeous girls we've ever seen, and we can't stop obsessing over her Instagram account. She once posted a selfie in which she rocks gold metallic freckles, and she looks like a fairy queen. We can't get over how flawless her skin always looks. Her secret to clear skin is trying not to wear makeup when she's off set, and facials, lots of facials. But there's a lot of pressure on Disney stars to look beautiful, and that pressure is sometimes damaging. Miley Cyrus admitted that being on Hannah Montana probably caused her to have body dysmorphia because she didn't recognize herself off set when she wasn't all dolled up. But whether these babes have makeup on or not, we think that they're pretty either way. And not only are the Disney Channel stars beautiful on the outside, but they're beautiful on the inside as well. And we all know that it's the inner beauty that counts the most. That's all for the 10 strange requirements to be a Disney Channel star. What would you be ready to do to become a Disney star? Don't be shy to tell us what you think in the comment section. Thanks for watching.